Guys, can we MVP Lynn's and Lexi, please? Let's just get them MVP emojis. Lynn's, Lexi and Chloe, because they're the top 3. Hope, Jessie, Adam, Regan, Sarah, Paula, Ace Gaming. Jessica, I'll just give you a follow back, darling. Everybody else that sent me the gifts, thank you so much. Yes, there's our Suze with the MVPs. Yes, let's go Team Red. Thank you Jessica and Mal. Oh, big love TJ, darling. Thank you TJ. So guys, I have got Mariah Scary here. Morning my Jay. Thank you Hayley love. Chloe, I love them little green eyes. Thank you Pamela and Paula. I've got Mariah Scary here. She is with Auntie Si, so if she pops in and out for a drink or, I don't know, something random, an Oreo cookie, she will be in and out the kitchen. Thank you, Pamela, Sarah, and everybody else. Oh, thank you, Lynn's, darling. So, yes. Oh, my God, Regan, what is that? Oh, Regan, thank you. I haven't seen that one before. Yeah, so Tilly is here. And Auntie Si has kindly agreed to watch her for an hour and a half while Nanny does a show. I have got that door shut as well, so you may hear a little knock. Nanny! Morning, Miss Red's Mayfair Blue. Thank you everybody for the love. Also as well, thank you Anne and Kate. I'm going to do like a little swear jar. So if I say something naughty, thank you Chloe and Michelle, Tilly gets £1. Alright, so I'm trying not to say naughty words because she is there and she has got ears, but I mean, I'm not going to lie, we do say a few naughty words anyway, but it's £1 for a naughty word today, so I'm just going to get a pen and a bit of paper. So every time I say the jar will be full. Naturally, morning Clover, love you darling. Naturally I do tend to have a little bit of a potty mouth. Fortunately she doesn't pick up these words and she knows it's naughty. So I'm going to get a bit of paper and a pen, and every time I say something naughty, Tilly gets £1. Alright, I owe her more than £100. Thank you Carol darling and Katrina. Right, where's this pen and paper? Right, I haven't got a pen. I've got a bit of lip gloss, so every time I'm going to be broke, so get the gifts in guys. Every time I do a little swear word, I'll just dab it with the lip gloss. Yes, the naughty new list. Congratulations Corey on getting in the TikTok locked house, whatever it's called. We're going to talk about it today anyway. And as well guys, it's a Whinge Wednesday today, so it's your opportunity, the naughty news, it's your opportunity to get in the box and talk about anything that you've seen on the FYP. Morning Helen. Can we have a roundup who's in who's out? Oh my God, of course we will. Let's get up to the 150k guys, and then we will get straight on with the FYP and we'll have a Whinge Wednesday. Bonjour Epi. So obviously because I've got Tilly today, it's only going to be an hour and a half. That's all size give me is an hour and a half today. I got literally got off, so I'm really sorry, but we're just trying to wing things around these ways. Morning Unique G. Yeah, we're just trying to wing things with everybody working, and not me so much anyway, but you know, the rest of the family, and having Tilly around. She's really into drawing round things at the minute. Thank you whoever sent that crown. Thank you Linz, love you darling, thank you, big up Linz my love. So what day was it? What did Jay just say? I'll be in the background, I've got blood test and ECG. No problem my darling Jay, I love you. So yeah, Monday we've got this big roll of paper and we're drawing around Tilly, and we cut it out and it was like a Peter Pan shadow, that's what we called it, and it's now become a best friend. Yesterday we drawn around Susie. So we've got a Susie shadow now, and she's obsessed with these like shadow things, and it's cost me nothing to keep her entertained for 2 days. I think we're drawing around me today if there's enough paper. So yeah, so we're having loads of fun. But Susie loved it. She didn't. You're really laughing. She didn't. She didn't like it. I had to hold her down while we drew around that, and it was a pretty wide puppy, to be honest. Oh, big up Lisa. Thank you, darling. Who's been confirmed for the Big Brother house. Well, let's get up to the 150k and we'll talk about it. I will not talk about any FYP until I hit my 150k, guys, so please get tapping or else you're slacking. Let me get some water. 1 minute. So, Tilly, will you go in Nanny's room and get a bottle of water for Nanny?
Nanny, I got a pen.
Oh, have you got me a pen?
Yeah.
Thank you, darling. So, Tilly, go get Nanny a bottle of water. All right, darling, and bring it down. Are you okay?
Are you not on live?
Yeah, I'm on live now. I need a bottle of water. I forgot to get one. All right.
Yeah, can you do?
So, grab us a bottle of water, please. Luke!
Red, I've just been in Dave's room, Dave Duran's,
Yeah.
and he thinks you should get 250k to start.
250k, I don't know, Luke, because
That's what he's just said. He's just said, I wouldn't start until 250k. That's what Dave Duran's just said. So I would do 250k. That's what Dave's just said. Yeah.
We've only got 2.4k people. That's a lot of taps, darling.
And then he's there saying, we love Miss Red, red hearts and everything. So good day, Duran. Right, I'm going.
Bye, Luke. Thank you, darling. Guys, I appreciate what Dave said, and if I weren't rushed for time today, I would do the 250k likes, but just for today, we'll stick with the 150. We're sending love out to Dave Duran's and Luke the Cloud Chaser. Thank you for my water, Babby, and she's bought me a pencil as well. So, Till, do you know what we're doing today with Nanny's TikTok?
Yeah.
So if Nanny says a naughty words, Nanny's friends are going to tell her, and every time Nanny says something naughty, because you know Nanny sometimes says naughty words, no, you get £1. So maybe at the end of this live, you're going to have a fortune and you're going to be richer than Nanny, and I'll have to lend some money off you. Does that sound good?
But I spent all my money on the arcade.
You spend up, well, you'll have some more money for the arcades. All right, give Nanny a kiss and go around to side.
But I don't want to stay with
You can't, darling, because I'm doing a little bit of...
I'll be quiet.
Give us a kiss. Love you. Thank you, Si.
Can you do my name?
Luke is having you at it. Luke's having me at it. He's pushing me. He's pushing me today. What's that? What was it? Oh, guys, I think I just had a bit of bogey. I just had a bit of bogey. I don't know what it was, but it was a bit gooey. It was a cocoa pop. It was little bits of a cocoa pop, I think. She's just had some cocoa pops. Thank you, everybody. Right, we've got the likes, and tomorrow at Dave's request we will get 250k likes. Yes, we haven't got time to do it today, unfortunately, guys. Big love, my Linds. Everyone's spoiling me today. I don't think I'm not tough. Do you know what, guys? Can I just say something, yeah? So, obviously, yesterday I talked about you could do it. Well, let's see. We're still gonna have, a normal show. Thank you, Cockapoo, Chloe, and everybody else. Anyway, yesterday I spoke about the situation, which we all know. We know what I spoke about, and I asked people while I spoke about this situation. Thank you, Linz. I love you. Have a fabulous time. Mwah. So yesterday when I spoke about what was happening, I asked people not to gift, and an FYP recorder has edited it. Do you know what? After I finished speaking about it, right, and I just did a poll and I said, who agrees with me, guys, that this shouldn't be spoken about yet. So they put the agenda out there, and thousands of people have watched this video that have some way profited off a tragedy, which you know, guys, everyone in here, you know what I said yesterday. I said yesterday, please don't gift me while I spoke of it. Thank you very much. I'm not even showing the video because I'm not giving this person any recognition on the show. And it really annoyed me yesterday, really pissed me off. Do you know what I mean? Because I was just like blown away. So every live that was held and these beautiful babies' pictures are, used as a background and gifts and everything, all of this that was going on yesterday, oh, for fuck's sake, a pound. It was my video that went, made FYP, and they didn't cut out. How many do I owe? £2. They cut out that I told people not to gift, and it's just sick. £2. It's sick, the narrative that people are spinning on TikTok because, they hate me and do you get what I'm saying? It's just sick. Absolutely sick. And when I seen that, I stayed off TikTok for the rest of the day because I was fuming yesterday. I was in a foul mood, and I popped in a few lives, by the way, and also a live I popped into, and people were doing that, pictures or gifts on, talking about it, right? Popped into a live and I said, this really shouldn't be spoken about today, and these women attacked me. Like, they went in on me. That's all I said. I never said anything nasty, because I was affected yesterday, I'm not going to lie. And that on the FYP, Miss Red goes in and bullies these people. Filter slip. I never bullied anybody. I just said, I don't think this should be spoken about today. And it's narrative's been spun that I've gone in, attacked these women. It was me that was abused. Do you know what I mean? Just because I said, look, I don't believe this should be spoken about today. Yeah. So fuck you, everybody who is putting false narratives out there. You can kiss my arse, right? Because I don't give a fuck. People that watch me know who I am. Oh. Right, have another free. Right, so I'm putting £5 down, and I'm not going to swear anymore. Tilly is upstairs now, so she can't hear me. Honestly, she can't hear me. She's upstairs. I can hear her feet. That £5, that's all I'm putting on the disc. She's not having any more than that, guys, because £5 for a 5-year-old's a hell of a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. I'm not sticking a tenner in Cockapoo. There's £5 on there, and that's all she's getting. So, to all you spinning false narratives on me, on that, all right? There you go. Alexa, play the BBC News theme. Alexa, play the BBC News theme.
Virgin Radio UK from News Broadcasting.
What?
Hi, it's Bam.
Alexa, off. Alexa, play the BBC News theme.
Here's BBC
Thank
News
you.
theme
Big
by
love,
TV Film
Cockapoo.
Tune
It's gonna cost me
Factory
a
on
fortune.
Amazon Music.
Good morning and welcome to the Miss Red Show. Remember, guys, every time I say a naughty word, it's £1 for Tilly's fun. She's currently at £5. I think I've earned about £6 this live, so I've earned £1 this live. The rest has gone to Tilly. Buckle up, buttercups. We're bringing you the FYP news this Winch Wednesday. If you want to come in and have a winch, guys, today is the day to do it. Jordan said, have I got permission to use the BBC News theme? Yes, I have got permission to use it. Alexa off. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Cockapoo, my darling, and Jade. Can we have... oh, Dave's been discontinued. Oh, what's he been doing? Thank you, TikTok Drama, Jade, and everybody else. We are popular number 15, guys. Big love, Observer. We are popular number 15. This just isn't good enough for the Miss Red Show. We need to get right up there in, with the best of the best. Yes, because what I like to do is when I pop on TikTok, I go to the popular and see where I am on it. So, guys, we've got 3.2k people. Please send a heart me, comment, tap the screen, a wristband. I love each and every one of you that help me. Yes, thank you very much. Right, so where are we going to go? Blue heart for Dave Durans. He's been bananaed, guys. It's been bananaed.
Professional.
Right, what have I got to show you today? Right, this made me laugh. I'm just going to start with a funny video. I was howling at this morning. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, hey, Lillian and everybody else. Thank you so much. Get me to number 1, yes. This made me laugh. Oh, Claire, thank you, darling. Jade and Hayley. Thank you, ladies. Oh, so you got the bin men's, right? Tilly laughed at this as well. You got the bin men's, but just watch here. People ain't well, you know. People ain't well. Who loves British humour? Like, I would say the British. I know, I was crying. Even Tilly laughed. Do you know what, right? Do you know what I love about us Brits? We have got, like, really wicked sense of humours, in we? Do you know what I mean? Like, who would even come up with that idea? We have, though, wouldn't we? That's something DG would do. We wouldn't fit in the bin. We do. We have brilliant sense of humours. I loved it. Luke, are you live today at 3:30, darling? Monday, Wednesday and Friday, you're live, ain't ya? Luke, can I just ask you something while we're in front of 3.3k people to put you on the spot? Okay, darling, will you do me a favour, please? Because you love me and I'm one of your bestest friends. Will you cover Saturday for me? Will you do the 10 o'clock spot on Saturday? Like, do a special because I want the day off. Oh, Luke, I'm going to put him on the spot now. When I come off live, he's going to go, you Kent. Oh, I said Kent, not the C words. So I'm not putting £1 in for that. Luke, yes, you will. I won't hear it. Yes, you will. No, I'm not putting £1 in because it was Kent, not the CUNT. Nice try, guys. So let's start with the whole TikTok Big Brother. Oh, hello, the Randy Roofer. You've joined at the right moment. Hello, darling. I didn't even send for him either. He must have just knew. I'll put 50p in then. So it's £5.50, 50p, okay. So obviously it's all cracking off all over the TikTok place because of he's postponed it. What? When has it been postponed? Thank you, Yippee Gumbo. Oh yeah, Angie'll do it. Oh yes, Angie'll do it. Has it been delayed? Rufa, Randy, you in here still? I was going to talk about this obviously this morning because everyone's kicking off about it. Absolute people are dropped out. You know, you've got lives fired up left, right and centre. People are affected. Like, the same people that are affected and are worried about people's mental health are the same people that go sit in boxes and knock people down and affect people's mental health. So I don't understand like how that's making sense. You know what I mean? Right, did I just see his comment on here? Randy, do you want to jump in the box or not and tell everybody why you've postponed it and everything else? I was really looking forward to this. I really was. I was looking forward to reporting on it and everything else. You know, I thought it would have been brilliant. People have to ruin all the fun.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Hi, Randy.
You alright?
Why has it been postponed, darling?
The hate that this app that comes with trying to bring anything positive on this app is literally next level. It's ridiculous. You know, I'm literally been... The idea was to bring something entertaining to the app. That, you know, an app that is full of drama all the time, to bring something fun. And the amount of hate, death threats I'm getting called, absolutely everything under the sun. It's just next level. I'm getting all sorts. It is literally vile. And I just think, yeah, I'm just going to postpone it to a later date, to a point when, you know, like, nothing can be scrutinised, because at the minute people are just trying to find absolutely anything to be scrutinised in it for. They're trying to, you know, bring it down in every way. They're then slagging off my character, saying that I'm homophobic, I'm this, I'm that. I mean, everything. I mean, it's not the case at all, you know. I mean, friggin' hell, 2 of the people that I've picked to go in it are part of the LGBTQ community. You know, out of 2 out of 4 people announced. So I mean, everything they're saying, it's just vile. The things that people are coming out with are vile. It's mad. All I was trying to do was bring something positive. That now they're saying it's all for the money, it's all for this. I don't care about the creators. Obviously, the creators' safety and you know, and I might even try and do it in a way that maybe, you know, the creators can be paid. But at least if I postpone it, it gives me an angle to go down that route and try and sort that out. So I'm just trying to think of ways that I can do it without anybody scrutinising it.
Right. I do get it. Obviously, it's caused a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
Because of some of the people that are going into the house, and you know, I've watched it. I was watching some last night. You know, when he was jumping in boxes, and obviously when he keyboard dolls. You know, I've seen all of that and everything. But it's just a shame, and I think maybe. It's a shame that you're receiving hate off the back of trying to do something good. I mean, obviously, nobody does anything to not get something out of it. Obviously, you would have made a little bit of money, but more importantly, you would have brought fun to TikTok, maybe not fun, drama, and you would have been, you know, it would have been amazing content, and it's just sad that it's come down to this, but maybe postponing it is the best thing to do just for now, so you can, you know, do things, you know, obviously people have got their opinions on it, so, you know, really sit back and listen to what people are saying, and then when you do go ahead with it, it's going to be an amazing production.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
And nothing can be scrutinised then. Yeah, nothing will be able to be scrutinised then. You know, it'll get to the... I'll make sure that absolutely everything, like I said, I haven't just woke up and thought of this idea one day. It has been in motion, and it has been getting planned for quite a while. And some of the points that people have made are good points. You know, I'm not disputing.
Yeah, I have seen some valid points being
100%.
made. I will agree with that.
Absolutely, 100%. You know, I just think there's a way to get your point across sometimes, and I don't agree with these witch hunt lives where you know, they're trying to not even they're coming at me for some of the people that were possibly going in. Which is fine. You know, again, no matter who you put in, not everybody's going to be happy all the time. You know, people have their opinions, and some people don't like some people don't like other people. You can't win on the people that you pick sometimes. But I just think...
Exactly, because not everybody's going to like everybody. You know, some of the people that were, you know, recommended to go in, or people that were going in, you know, some of us or some of them have been problematic or have said outrageous things, like, but we can't, like, not everybody is going to like everybody that's going in, you know, that it's not going to be one of them houses, you know, so yeah, I don't understand.
But then at the same time, you know, I don't want a house just full of people that hate each other, you know, because I don't want it just to be 7 days of, you know, people arguing, screaming, shouting. You know, again, I don't want that either. You know, regardless of what people say, I want it to be entertaining. Yes, there probably is going to be, no matter who you put in, 7 people living with each other, you know, there's going to be conflict at some point. But I don't want it to just be a conflict show. You know, I want it to be entertaining. I want it to be fun. I want people to enjoy watching it. So yeah, it is still going to be happening, but I'm just going to be putting it back ever so slightly, and I will announce the new date once I've rebooked a new date, and yeah, hopefully by that point nobody will be able to scrutinise anything, and hopefully everyone will be behind it and be in support of it, and hope it goes well. Again, you never know how these things are going to go out. You know, it's the first time. You never know what's going to happen. But, you know, I'm going to be looking at who's going in. I'm going to be making sure that, again, I can't stop people from going in who people do not like. There is always going to be people that don't like certain people. But, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that people were aware that, you know, the comments had been taken on board, and people did bring some valid comments. Absolutely. You know, this is the first time doing something like this. So, you know, I wanted to make sure it is done correctly. I wanted to make sure that, you know, the creators' safety and welfare was paramount, and made sure that everything was looked after and done properly. So that's what it boiled down to ultimately.
Okay, darling. Well, I think at the moment, maybe, you know, obviously because you're getting a bit of backlash, you're setting it back on a little bit, you know, like everybody else. There was a lot of us that was looking forward to it, you know, setting it back a bit and then really working on the whole thing is probably for the best, and then nobody can have anything to say about it. So maybe, you know, it's the best thing. But myself personally, I'm gutted. I mean, I did like to say that I would come in for 24 hours, and for me, it wasn't about the money. It was about an experience, about meeting people that are on TikTok every day. You know, people that I necessarily haven't got on with, but I was looking forward to that. Not because I wanted to have a fight or an argument, but because it just would have been an experience and fun. For me, it weren't the money. It was nothing, I weren't bothered about the money. It was just, you know, the experience, you know, because something like this is going to be massive. And to be a part of that, I would have just been happy. Just to have been
how many people on TikTok and creators and viewers have probably applied for the real Big Brother before? So the idea was just to do something that's possibly going to be, you know, fun, entertaining. It's something that not everybody's going to be able to experience. It had been completely new, and it would have been great, you know, and it is going to be great. When it happens, it is going to be great, you know, but I just want to make sure that when it goes ahead, that there's nothing that people can pull it apart for. So when I announce the date or whatever I announce, however I decide and choose to announce it, and however I decide to do it moving forward, that people are in support of it and can't tear it down and, you know, absolutely, you know, ruin it, basically. That's the idea. And a lot of people are saying you don't have to pay for the ticket. Sorry. But a lot of people are saying, you know, you don't have to pay for the real Big Brother. Why do we have to pay for this? You know, I mean, you kind of do, because you pay for a TV license. You know, you kind of do pay for the real Big Brother.
I mean, think about it, Randy, right? So it was going to cost $4.99 if you subscribe to it early, and then a little bit more if you subscribe to it later. But you can imagine how much viewers would have saved, because obviously gifts wouldn't have been sent and things like that. So in the long run, and I do appreciate there are some people that probably couldn't have afforded it, but you would have caught up with it on TikTok anyway.
Exactly.
But if you imagine the amount of money that, you know, people would have saved gifting, because, you know, there was no gift aspect from it.
Exactly.
You know, it was just a subscription thing, you know. Yeah, I'm just gutted about it. If I open the box, right?
It's annoying because, like I said, literally, especially for the last couple of weeks, this has consumed. I've been planning everything, trying to get everything sorted. Obviously, I've been meetings with companies, like security companies, going through everything, you know, absolutely everything. You know, so it's annoying. Obviously, it's took up a lot of my time trying to make sure that everything's done. And again, you know, like I said, there has been some valid points. There may have been things that I possibly have missed or haven't put as much thought into as other things. So I want to make sure it's done right. Yeah, 100%. You know, it's going into a show like this, especially the first time. You've got to think the Big Brother production on telly has hundreds of people behind it. You know, it has people for every department. It has, you know, it has the funds, unlimited funds to put into it. You know, with something like this, there is always something that's going to get missed, but I don't want to make it a big thing that gets missed to the point where it could be somebody's, you know, health or mental health or well-being that is affected by it. If it's something that's going to be missed, I'd rather it be something like there isn't enough food in the house for a day or something. That's easily resolved. I'd go to the shop and buy more food, you know, but I don't want it to be something big that could be, you know, could be worse, or could have a negative effect on somebody's health or well-being or anything like that.
One, please. So when it does go ahead eventually, keep things hush-hush. Like, I'm not telling you what to do, but
I agree.
Like, yeah, keep everything top secret, and then when you're ready to go ahead with the production, then do a couple of days, what's the word? Couple of days promotion, but let nothing out the bag, keep everything under wraps. I think that's where you probably went wrong just a little bit.
Yeah. I agree. I got excited with it. You know what I mean? I got excited with it, and it's hard not to. The momentum behind it was crazy. I wasn't expecting it to. I'm a small creator. I was not expecting it to blow up like it did, and have the amount of people, that wanted to take part. I've had the amount of accounts that have messaged me about going in. Like some of them are crazy big accounts that I see, and I'm like, holy shit, this account's huge. There's been some big people and some big characters and things wanting to go in. So I wasn't expecting it to blow like it did. I probably did get a little bit excited. Sorry for the guys. I am a nervous speaker, but it is. Sorry, but it is. Unfortunately, I think it's the best decision for now. Just to postpone it a little bit and see and make sure that everything is sorted properly, and there's nothing that people can pick up and scrutinise on and slate it for, and people will just have to then they can either say they won't watch it or they'll watch it, but it is what it is. There's so much hate on this app, and it's something that I've seen briefly on the FYP, but the hate, there's no need for the amount of hate that people receive for trying to bring something positive, regardless of however people want to look at it and their opinions. If somebody's trying to do something good and trying to do something positive, the amount of, like I said, death threats and everything else, there's really no need for that. And
there's no need for death threats,
I think it's such a shame that that's how the angle and the route some people take. So I think it's such a shame.
It really is a shame. But one of my mods did a poll, and 85% of the people voted that they still wanted it to go ahead. So the guys is still going to do it, but he's just going to take it away, work on it properly, maybe keep a few things under wraps, work with people that, could help him a little bit better, do you know what I mean? Or more, I don't know. But he's going to work on it, guys, and then it's going to come back. But I would still love to come in for 24 hours if you'd help me, just for the experience. Yeah, just for the experience.
100%. 85% of people aren't going to Social Security mental health screenings. Again, there's been a lot of valid points that people have come forward with, but like somebody just said, safety is paramount, so regardless of what anybody is saying, I care about the creators, and I wouldn't want anybody to come to any harm, whether it be physical, mental, or anything. So I'm still going to be going through the auditions, because like I said, I've got hundreds of auditions. It is still going to be going ahead, so I'm just going to be postponing it. I'm not going to be revealing the date just yet, and I'm going to be keeping a lot of the detail.
Give nothing away, literally. Keep even the contestants, keep everything top secret.
Yeah, but again, I want to make sure, I'm not going to please everybody, but I'm trying to make sure that as many people can be happy with it and be psyched for it as possible, without people, being able to say there's this wrong with it, this wrong with it, this wrong with it. I've got obviously many screen recordings of people talking about it, so I want to make sure that their points are heard, and I can try and resolve the issues that they did bring forward. And there was issues with it. I'm not disputing that. It's a TikTok production. It's not a TV show with hundreds of thousands of pounds and hundreds of people doing it. So it's one of them things.
Okay, thank you, darling. What I'm going to do, guys, if you want to stay there, you're more than welcome, but I'm going to open the boxes. Obviously, because it's been postponed, and I didn't know this until I come on live, I had a lot of videos lined up to play and talk about, but as it's not going ahead, it's been postponed. I can't play these videos now but obviously we can open the boxes, guys. I don't want any arguments, please. I want everybody to be respectful of each other. I don't want it to be a screaming match. We can have an adult conversation. But if you don't want to stay here, you're more than welcome if you want to talk, Randy. I have got people in the boxes. Yeah, let's keep it respectful, please. Hi, Devon. Devon, I did see one of your videos I was going to play today. And I did think you had a few valid points in what you said yesterday. I will say that you had very valid points. Yeah.
Literally, the only thing that I'll look, I'm not gonna. I feel like the right thing's been done, and there was a lot more honesty being spoken just then. So I'm not gonna go in that sort of way. But when you say that something was to bring entertainment and positivity to the app, that mix of people was never going to do that, which kind of contradicts your point of positivity. If you were going to do something positive, you would have sprinkled in the odd person like that. You wouldn't have dominated the house with those types of people. If we're honest, if we're going to play it as we were doing something positive for the app.
I do understand your point, but obviously a lot of people have applied. There's a lot of people that you guys have heard of have applied. So I get your point about certain people, absolutely, but nobody had been announced other than the 4 people, and up until yesterday, only the 2 people had been announced. So, although I do get your point, it's. I think I don't want it to be a house full of hate and a house full of fighting and arguments. Yes, there probably is. No matter who you put in, there is going to be a couple of people that possibly don't 100% see eye to eye. Even if they've never met on this app before, they might get in there and not like each other. Might not like how they, I don't know, how they eat, how they sleep, anything. So, but I think obviously you was assuming on what you've just said, because
correct.
You was assuming that them people was going to be going in, and obviously I haven't revealed them people, so I think a lot of
and you're always gonna, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you, you're always gonna have that because you haven't revealed the people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? But I have assumed, based on a lot of critical thinking and the way you've, like, a lot of people that were going into that house didn't do research. I did. And from everything that, when you first came on, the way you portrayed what it was going to be has changed day by day, okay? And it has changed based on the reactions of people.
Obviously, it's hard, isn't it? You're on a social media app, and the hype of it gets behind it, do you know what I mean?
I know.
Can I just say, sorry, Devon, sorry, darling. So Randy hadn't actually announced every creator that had gone in. I think you only announced 4 up until yesterday, just 4 people, and there was 10 spaces, wasn't there? So there was still 6 creators that were going to be announced, and we didn't know who these 6 creators were going to be. It was just speculation,
Randy, would you honestly tell us? So you said you had already selected 8. I'm asking you, as a gentlemanly agreement, could you reveal those names for us, please? Or is it that you're trying to save it for a later date? Because
I'm trying to save it for a later date, but I can confirm, and I'd be happy to tell you off the app, I can tell you the next 4 people. So the next girl was a young girl who does a dating show on the app. Another person was a friend of Dave Duran's, a male.
Okay.
One of the other people was I swear people ring me.
I don't want people crying about how I've ruined it. But
no. I'm more than happy. I've got nothing to hide. Another guy is a young lad who came into my box the other day. He's only a small creator, 10,000 followers. I'd never met him before, but he came into my box. He put an audition in. It was hilarious. So that was 3 of them. And one more was a woman who, again, was in my box yesterday, a female who was in my box yesterday, a young woman, 32 years old, I think she was, from the south. So there was none of the people that I 100% decided on were any of the people that I'm getting hate for.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that.
Sorry, I'm just going to quickly go. Listen, Devon and his crew, you set out to damage something that was going to be a bit of fun on this app, which everybody was actually quite looking forward to. But as usual, your haters, just because certain names were named, though, as Randy just said, wasn't put in, you decided to go on a hate campaign. So once again, you lot try to ruin things for everybody else. If you don't like something, do what you tell everybody else to do. Move on. There's an X button. You don't have to watch it. You didn't have to be a part of it. You just wanted to come on here and spoil it for everybody else. That is exactly what you did, and you've done it. And Randy, all I can say to you, mate, is I agree with Red. Keep it quiet. Keep it surprised to who's going in, and put who you want to put in. Don't worry about who else, what them haters are going to do, because at the end of the day, there's more positive people out here that will actually back you. We don't need all that drama.
I will just say.
Sorry, Randy. I just want Devon. If Devon
I was just going to say, Devon in Devon's defence to what, and I do agree with what you said, Choo Choo, but I do agree in Devon's defence. On the flip side to that, he did bring a couple of valid points. So I do believe, obviously, like the hate side of it and everything, to shut it down. But I do also agree that he brought some valid points.
Yeah. Look, I'll tell you where the hate side of things come from. Thank you, Miss Red. The only thing I want to reply to is you're doing a bit too much, Choo Choo. There was no witch hunt. I asked this man some sensible questions, right? If I pulled at a thread that unraveled it, that is not my problem. What I did do was ask questions that some people weren't capable of asking. And if that has revealed a lot of things, that's not my fault. And the hate has nothing to do with me. The hate has to do with how you respond to getting critiqued, ultimately. Because we've now seen a number of videos. 1 second, I'll just finish and then you can go. We have now seen a number of videos since that have resulted in the hate. The hate comes from the back and forth with Evil Queen. The hate now comes from terminologies such as coloured. I did not bring any of that stuff to the app, okay? So let's not do that, please.
No, but you run your live and you had every single hater in there. You had the same people that have been gunning for other people the whole time. You didn't have other people in there. You had a group of haters. So that's all I'm going to say on it. And unless it's a little bit of jealousy that you didn't actually think of it yourself. But like I said, Randy, you do you, mate. Bring it to the app. Everybody was looking forward to it. And yeah, thanks, Miss Red, for having me.
Choo, darling. And I do agree with some of what you said. I do believe, because Angie and Pearl were going in, well, they weren't confirmed, but I do think that's where the main issue comes from.
I think a lot of the issues do come from that, from certain people. So yes, and I was expecting certain hate. People keep saying that I said coloured 3 times. I did. I apologise if that offended anybody in any way, shape or form. I am the complete opposite of a racist. If anybody watches any of my other shows, that is not the case at all. And how that has been portrayed is to try and make me look like a racist. And that is not the case at all.
I'd rather avoid the race talks. Like I'd said it as a point, but let's just not do that.
It's in the chat. So if that comment, I'd rather avoid the race talk, because I think there's no need for it to get taken to that. But you know, it's people keep jumping on that, the fact that I said something about that, and it wasn't in that way, shape or form at all, and how it's been twisted is literally wild.
I think it's just about being educated on certain things that, you know, should and shouldn't be said. I think that's all that comes down to, really. Because, I mean, people have, you know, when I've held debates, people have said that in the boxes, and then we've had people come in and educate them on why, you know, it would be deemed as upsetting or offensive, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah, who was next? Sorry, guys.
Can I just say 2 things and I can go, please?
Yeah.
Randy, is it called like TikTok Brother or something? I think you should call it the Hunger Games at this point.
You should call it what, darling?
The Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games. If anyone's seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And Devon, if you're really worried about the security and your mum going in there, why do you not go in there yourself?
Because it's not that sort of thing is not for me.
Oh, it's not for you, but it's for your mum.
That's a completely different human being.
I think you'd be quite good in there.
But no, that's not for me. Thank you. It wasn't the safety of that. It was the safety of the people going in.
Exactly.
Pure and simple. Pure and simple.
And like I said, moving forward and going away and having a look at it, I'm going to be making sure that there's no way that people can scrutinise the safety and welfare of the creators going in. So, like I said, I in my post that I put up, that people did come up with valid points. I will be taking them on board. I'm not an idiot. I'm not wanting to just put on a show and cause mayhem. If people come with valid points, again, I'll look into it. I'll see if it's worth putting some more time into that and thinking about how that could affect the show or affect anything else. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say anyway. I better drop, but thanks for having me up. Like I said, it will be still going ahead. I will put something up about it. But I just think there's no need for all the hate. If people have got valid points, that's absolutely fine. Come to me with the valid points instead of creating a hate train about it. Why not message me and say, look, we think this. This might be a good idea. I've maybe worked in this industry before. This might be working. This might work. This might be good for it. Instead of getting so much hate behind it to try and get it cancelled, why not be involved in it? I'm more than happy if Devon was to have messaged me and been like, Lewis, I've done stuff like this before. I think this would be good. This would be good, and this might work, and you might want to be careful with this sort of thing. And I'd have been like, yeah, perfect. Cheers, mate. Let's have a call.
Did I not approach you and ask you questions calmly and respectfully?
You approached me in a live in front of 1,000 people where I was put on the spot to try and it was trying to cause an argument. And I'm not saying that was
trying to cause an argument. You see, when you say stuff like that, yeah, that's where you lose me completely. I asked you some very basic questions, and as a businessman, you should have and could have been able to answer those questions.
And I did answer, obviously, all questions that were asked. But then a lot of things that I've said now have been misconstrued and twisted and things like that. If you'd have messaged me privately and said, look, I've worked in this industry before. If you need help, then that's fine. Let's have a call. I'll give you some ideas that might work. I'll give you some pointers, some insights. People saying Zach tried to help me. I'm good friends with Zach, but Zach the Brat did not try and help me. The only thing that Zach rung me and said was that I should not be putting Angie in the house, and Angie had never been confirmed. That was the only thing that was said. So that was it. But yeah, like I said,
we've got Angie in the box here now. Hi, Angie. Obviously, because there's a lot of controversy around this situation because Angie was, one of the contestants that potentially could have been in the house. So Angie's here. Hi, Ange.
Sorry, actually, I missaid that. He didn't say Angie, didn't Zach? He said Pearl. Before that'll get twisted. But yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna drop guys anyway. But people saying now I'm grassing Zach up. Zach's been talking about me all day on live. I'm still friends with Zach. I hold nothing against him. It's what he does for his show. He's a good friend. And again, if Zach had reached out to me, I'd have had a chat with him, and he could have possibly given me some good insights, as Devon could have. But I just think they could have reached out to me privately and said, "Look, I think it's a great idea. But this might need implementing. This might need changing." And I'd have been more than happy to do a bit of collab, say, with Devon and Zach, get more people involved. More heads is better than one. And we could have probably put on a better show than what it could have been anyway. So I just think there's a way to go about things. It costs nothing to be kind, and yeah, that's it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad it's still going ahead because it's going to be amazing.
Take care, everybody.
Bye, darling. Hi, Ange.
Hi, sorry, I've just got to... I was just going to say, Devon, excuse me, Devon talks about security. Half the people know where I live. Half the people know where EQ lives. No one has come to my house. I don't think anyone's gone to EQ's house. So, you've got cameras all around the house. You're going to be stupid to, turn up to a house with these cameras everywhere. Do you know what I mean? In regards to Pearl, I don't understand why, some people say not to let Pearl on. because Pearl hasn't actually done anything. You know what I mean? If you look at Celebrity Big Brother, you had what's his name, Michael Barrymore. You had Pete Burns. You know, criminal record. You know that he had. You know, in the house. I mean, what's people's issue? I can tell you people's issue. All I hear is Angie and Pearl, Angie and Pearl, Angie and Pearl all the time. I mean, they're saying I'm not stable. Okay, to go in my mental health, but they never gave a shit about my mental health before. They didn't give a shit. They were saying it's karma. They were saying, who cares about Angie's mental health? But now you suddenly care about my mental health?
Have you ever heard me say that, Angie? Because can I take this like one by one? Angie, have you ever heard me talk on your mental health?
I'm not talking about you, Devon. I'm talking about...
I know, but here's the thing, right? Because I've sent this witch hunt, I'm kind of the face, right? So I'm telling you now, yeah, I care about people's mental health. I take people as they come, and I will make up my own decisions about people. Let's get this off the back first and foremost.
I think you can, Devon. I think you can.
Okay. But what I'm trying to say, Angie, I answered all your questions, right? It wasn't a witch hunt and it wasn't a hate train. I genuinely believed if that event went ahead, someone was going to get hurt. I genuinely believe that, and I believe he wasn't adequate and equipped to put that show on, and he knows that, and that's why we are where we are. Not because someone rid out on a witch hunt, because you weren't.
I just finish what I was just saying, though. I mean, this wasn't really aimed at you, Devon. This is aimed at other people. That all I've heard is about Angie and Pearl. Pearl hasn't actually done anything for her to, you know, not to be picked to go into the house. And you're saying I'm unstable. Oh, listen, none of you gave a shit before. Don't pretend you give a shit now. It's all about jealousy, because I'm flattered because you think I'm going to get picked in the house. I'm that entertaining. So thank you. And these same people have auditioned that are having to go at me for going into the house. You know what I mean? The same people that, you know, in my opinion, are aggressive. You know, what about the violent behaviour? Are we going to let people like that in the house? Because I wouldn't feel safe if I know that I had an argument with someone that they're going to swing at me. Do you know what I mean? So we can talk about a lot of things. And that's what I want to say, Miss Red. Yeah, can I just stay in the box so Devon can reply?
Yeah, of course you can.
No, you literally what you just said was my concerns. You just said if someone's going to swing on you.
Listen, like I said, there's a few people that have auditioned for the house, right? Okay, and they have mentioned about and on here they have been, in my opinion, aggressive. And these are people that have threatened to come to my house and all sorts that have auditioned to go in. So what about these people? Do you know what I mean? What I'm saying is why people keep going on about me and Pearl all the time? When you're look at the people that are making threats to come to my house that have auditioned. You know what I mean? I wouldn't feel safe around them.
So we're in agreement.
What I'm saying is stop looking at my behaviour. Don't just look at my behaviour. Do you know what I mean? Look at other people's behaviour, because all I hear is Pearl and Angie. And let's face it, people are scared that we're going to come out of that house and get a bigger platform than what we've got. That's all what it's about. That we're going to come out as celebrities. We're already celebrities, but you know what I mean? Famous darlings.
Ange, how's that going to happen? How are you going to come out with... Sorry, Miss Red, go on. I just sometimes the narratives on this TikTok app and the mentality confuses me.
Well, Devon, people have said, listen, why give us a platform? That's all they're thinking about, giving us a platform.
You have a platform. You have a strong platform. It's not going anywhere.
What they're thinking of us, what they're thinking that we're going to get an even bigger platform from, after coming out of the house. That's what they're thinking. Listen, this show is spoken about. It's gone viral. Everyone's going to be watching it. It's just jealousy. Please, Devon, don't tell me they give a shit about my mental health. Please don't give a shit. Please don't tell me they do, when they're the ones making threats to come to my house and saying that it's calm and they don't give a shit about my mental health and all this. And now they care? Come on.
It's not just your mental health, and here's the thing, yeah. It's the people viewing it, okay? There's some things that if you're viewing something 24 hours a day and you witness in your life, there's been some pretty effed up things that have been happening on this app lately in regards to people holding things to themselves and stuff like that. There are young people that watch this app, and it's, God forbid something happens on a 24-hour live stream that people have to watch and live with after that. And the person in control did not think about this. Pure and simple. I stand on my square. I'm not just
Devon, I think the best thing there then is if the show was delayed. How can we delay a show by a day? So everything's not live streamed. So there's I don't know. It's
to say so because this is really annoying me. Listen, no one gives a shit about that. No one cares about the viewers. They don't. Please don't say the people that are saying it that do. Like, well, I'm not going to say names, right? But it's been a hate campaign against me and Pearl. So what about Pearl? Why are people saying, well, let's not put Pearl in then if that's the case? It's a hate campaign against me and Pearl because it's a hate train that people are on. And we have been bullied on this app for months and it's continuing. So, okay, I get your point about me. Then what's the problem with Pearl?
This is not.
Can I quickly just say something? Because I'm just going to drop.
Angie, everybody can speak whenever they want.
Angie, the one thing I just want to say is I actually haven't. I've been following this for a little while and I haven't heard one bad word said about you or Pearl. So it's either a case of that I'm way behind the times or I'm just not looking at the right stuff. But all I wanted to say was I didn't even realise Zach was in here. But what they said earlier about Zach talking about this on his platform this morning on the breakfast, Zach just said what everyone else has been thinking. Zach literally was talking about the security. He was talking about the people, who were going in there and how people... I just don't understand how Randy can decide through an audition tape, like, is he Pete Waterman? I don't get how he picks...
Sorry, Casey, Angie. Let me hear from Zach because obviously, Zach's been mentioned a few times, so Zach wants to say because he's been wanking.
Zach's done nothing wrong.
Well, I think Cockapoo, first of all, keeps going rogue, muting me and turning my camera off. So first of all, bun Cockapoo. But I want to say, what was I going to say? So I actually reached out to Lewis. Like, Lewis is a friend of mine, and I reached out to him and I texted him, and I did say, before I spoke about it on the show, I said, look, mate, I said, what you're doing is a terrible idea with some of the people. It weren't nothing to do with whoever's in the box, but there's certain people with questionable histories. And I said to him, look, maybe you should do it this way. And his main objective was getting the most controversial people in because it gets the views in and it makes the money. So I just gave up with trying to help him because he only had one goal, and that was obviously to get the views in, which is fair enough. Like, people want to get the views in, but at the same time I tried to advise him and he wouldn't take it, so that's the best I could do. And the thing is, I've spoke to him, and he can't say that I haven't reached out because I've reached out to him so many times, because that's like one of my mates. But then if you're putting on a show, what is it just going to be a big toxic show? Is it with everyone saying that's what it's about? Is it just going to be all these controversial characters to make one big steaming pile of shit, like toxicity? Is that what people want to watch? People tearing shreds into each other?
I'd rather watch paint dry, because to me that's not entertainment. It's just going to be another case of everybody comes out of the house and then everybody's just going to be like, oh, they said this, they said that, that person's a racist, that person's a homophobe, that person's this.
All it takes is those kind of comments, because if you look at the people that are potentially going in, it just takes those kind of comments that ain't going to go back on these people, because we've seen it in the past, nothing does. And then before you know it, it's all going to come back on Randy Roofer. I was just trying to advise him because it's all going to come back on him, and he'll be... This
is what was annoying me, Zach, because you were literally trying to stick up for him. You were saying, I've tried to tell him it's a bad idea, I've tried to say X, Y and Z, but people are spinning it around just saying like you're so against it because you're not getting paid to go in, or you're not doing this.
I've been asked so many times to go in. I got asked to host the exclusive after show. I got told I was going to get in, and I said no. I said no to it all. I turned it all down because I don't want to represent the people that are going in, because I think they're twats.
I just think it's not good for your platform.
I like Dave and I like DG, but the rest I don't. They're not credible creators in my eyes.
Very much.
Well, we've got a love-hate relationship behind it.
And I'd just like to say I think you're a twat too, but that doesn't come into it. So that was the hate train against me, Zach. All I can see there's a green-eyed little monster that you weren't going to be spoke about. Give your head a shake. You're acting like a fucking 2-year-old. Are you for real? Wow. What a little diva. What a jealous little man. Get a life and give your head a shake. It's TikTok. It's not the real fucking world, and there's nobody famous on your ear. Shame on you, Zach. What a little diva. That's all I've come in to say.
Miss Red, I'm going to drop.
Bye, everyone.
But I'm just going to say before I leave, goodbye.
Sorry, go on,
dear.
Casey. Oh, Casey's gone. Thank you, Casey, darling. Thank you very much. Sorry, guys, I didn't. Echo's gone now. Yeah. Angie, did you want to say something, darling?
I'll just quickly say, I think Zach said about Dave Duran and, it's always me and Pearl. But, Dave Duran...
I didn't even mention you and Pearl, for fuck's sake. Simmer down.
But you're going about me being unstable, blah, blah, blah. But you've got people that are addicted to drugs that are going in there. Make it make sense. If you've got to go for one, go for everybody. And nobody mentioned EQ when she was going in. And look at her behaviour, her violent behaviour. But no one's mentioned that. Listen, we all know why people mentioned me and Pearl.
Thank you, Miss Red.
Me and Pearl, people are jealous. They do not like us. They don't want us to go in.
I don't think that's the case, because you're going in for a week. You're not going to be making money. You're doing it for free. So what's there to be jealous of a webcam show?
These are my haters saying, why give Angie and Pearl a platform? Why, it is jealousy because they want to get in and they have no chance. It's that simple. Why not go for EQ when she first auditioned? These are people calling me and Pearl a racist, but yet, sat with EQ that has done the worst on the app. Make it make sense. I'm sick of the hypocrisy on here. It's because, these all people sat with me in my boxes until I supported Pearl. No one controls who I'm friends with, and all of a sudden I'm disliked because of that one reason. No one controls who I can and can't talk to on this goddamn app. Okay? If you're going to go for me and Pearl, go for EQ, but you're sitting there patting her on the back, for God's sake.
EQ didn't even audition.
Sorry?
EQ didn't even audition.
Well, regardless, she was going in, and not one person mentioned her violent behaviour or the things that she's come out with. Not one person. Make that make sense, and that's all I've got to say. Can Devon reply to that, and then I'll drop or not?
I'll reply. They did. I used Dave Duran and EQ when they were confirmed as examples.
Yeah, you did, Devon, but it was all... yesterday you did, I think, but before that...
Angie, I'm going to be so real with you. This sounds so narcissistic. All I'm hearing is me and Pearl, jealousy, me and Pearl. It's not about you.
One bloody app goes on about...
That's all I've been hearing, Devon, is me and Pearl. That's all I've been hearing.
Nobody has spoke about you yesterday. Nobody spoke about you.
Devon, you're talking about one day.
No one did.
Yesterday. You're just talking about one day. I'm talking about the days before. It was all about me and Pearl. That's all I've heard of. I'm sorry.
Unless Devon was asleep most of his life, then I don't know what he's talking about.
Anyway, I'm going to jump off. Thank you, Miss Red.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello, Miss Red. I feel quite humbled to be... Hi, I just wanted to say about 5 months ago, I'm only a really small thing on TikTok. My sweet business is so small, and we're doing... I don't know if you've seen, but we're doing the monk, with BuzzText. But BuzzText approached me and our company about 5 months ago to go in a similar sort of situation, into his house. But there were no talk of it back then, so I don't know if it's because BuzzText just don't get seen. But he was going to do a similar thing about 6 months ago, but not with big creators, just the smaller ones. Do you think
so many people have had this idea, though? So many people have had this idea. So many.
Why it's just an idea, Zach? Do you know why it's just an idea? Because realistic, there are so many things you have to worry about. You can't cast based off a 60-second video, and you have to do mental health checks for safety.
He'd already covered all that. He said there was going to be a mental health nurse there.
So why is it cancelled?
Thank you for letting me in, Miss Red. I'm going to go. Thank you.
The mental health nurse that was going to be there was part of... He runs an agency. It's a mental health charity as part of his management team.
Right.
You guys don't listen to things.
Yeah, but nevertheless, it's still a mental health nurse.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, my gosh. So do you think one random mental health nurse can deal with the people that are SHing and violent, and you guys are living on a crazy planet, and what you see as entertainment is frankly disgusting. It's disgusting. You're not happy until you see blood. You should be ashamed of yourselves.
On the point that you made earlier on, when you stated, it could trigger people, affect people's mental health. 2 things I want to say on that. One, if people know what people do on this app, they know exactly what to expect, so they have a choice whether to watch or not. You
couldn't give 2 toots about anybody. That's disgusting.
Devin, you're sitting here calling people in the boxes disgusting, disgusting this, disgusting that. Quite frankly, the live you held yesterday was disgusting.
Explain how, and I'm willing to listen.
You might be the host that came on, well-spoken. Sorry, I've been waiting a bit.
Go on, sorry. Go on.
Devin may have been the host and came on well-spoken, polite, well-mannered, but that does not deflect on the people that you let into them boxes that sat and hated, called names, discriminate, everything, and you sat back and let every bit of it happen. So don't come on here and say you're all about mental health and mental health that, because you're sweet talking, soft talking does not work.
You're a big fan
I'm sorry.
Is
The
it all
life
those
you
pear
held
shaped in this
yesterday
box
was
right now?
detrimental to a few people's
Is she
mental health.
responsible
So
for that?
come down off your high perch just because you are known to TV and stuff. You're on a very high perch, sitting holding hate lives. You may be the host, not involving in the hate, but you certainly let your boxes do enough hate.
Guess what?
Now, not just you, Devin. There's not just you. There's many people on this app, but holding these lives with these boxes that are full of hate, day in, day out, hate.
If
and
that
it never
man
stops.
could back
Now, when
what
does
he
this
spoke,
stop?
this show would still be going.
These lives that are held
If
hating
he was a
people
reputable businessman,
are
the
ones
show
that are
would
causing
still be
the most
going.
trouble on this app. There's never been so much hate on this app than these lives lately that is held to be against people. It is at a point now. It has to stop. Come down off your high perches. At a point now, it has to stop. This is a free app. No one made anybody on this app judge and jury. You are not judge and jury. All the other ones that hold their lives are not judge and jury. Yes,
That's
Angie
a
might not
lie.
be perfect. Angie and Pearl might not be perfect and might have done some things that people are questionable and didn't agree. But that's most of the app. But this hate campaign that they have, you and others have against these two women, has to stop. It is
These two
beyond
women?
the job
What are you
now.
talking about?
Well said,
End
Summer.
What are you talking about, these two women? Can I ask you something? Is TikTok Big Brother going ahead? No. And I'll tell you why. Because my man came on here and lied to you all. And none of you were smart enough to ask the correct questions. I was, and now look where we are. I stand on it. I'm proud of myself. There we go.
Red.
Big up Zach the Brat.
Can I just say something quick and then I'll drop so someone else
Big
can
up
come in?
Devin.
Go on, who was, sorry, who said that?
It's Tam.
Hi, Tam, love.
Hello. All I want to say is, I think what Randy Roofer is doing is incredible. It's actually a bit of fun for this app to actually have, instead of having everybody bitching and shouting and going at each other all the time. I don't understand why people can't just allow him and let him do what he wants to do. People
Because
just need to
at the
chill.
same time, he's relying on people's subscriptions to finance it when he's only saved a certain amount of money. So it's not 100% it's going to go through, especially in the last competition it is done. There's already been a problem with the prize. He promised someone a brand new MacBook Pro, and then in the same breath, they get a second-hand MacBook desktop, and they haven't even had their recording studio yet.
Oh, really?
I respect Zach because he reached out to Lewis privately before he said everything on the app.
Because he has a personal friendship with the man.
You went straight to a live.
No, I didn't, Summer. I said this, Summer. If you listened to me earlier, I actually spoke to Lewis about 3-4 days ago to speak about this because I know Lewis off
That
the
was
app.
respectful. That was respectful.
This is quite interesting. Listen, I don't know the man. Zach has a personal friendship with him.
That doesn't matter. There's a thing called an inbox. There's a thing called. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you for letting me up.
But they're allowed their opinions as well. You know, if they see something, they're going to give their opinions. If they see like a little hole in the system, they're going to be like, they're going to question it.
It was hate. It was finding every last little thing that they could just to hate on it. That's what it was.
Okay.
Can we hear from MT? Hi, MT, darling.
Hello.
Hello, MT.
Morning. I've just got two things I want to say very quickly. First of all, congratulations, people, once again, on taking a situation which could have been good and turning it into something that it's not. Because basically, you're spinning a story just because it wasn't your idea. You're not very happy with the way that it was portrayed and how it blew up, and you wanted your 50 cents worth, so well done. Second thing I wanted to say is, Devin, respectfully, I don't think you're in a position to be telling anyone about their behaviour, how they act, what they do on social media. When the circle of people you chill with, and in fact your relatives, say a lot worse. So I think you need to address their behaviour first before you come over and tell everyone else how to act.
Okay, thank you. So it's
You're welcome.
personal.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, there's a difference between what I was doing and what you're doing now. You're doing TikTok drama and you have a personal vendetta against whoever you got that with. That's your business. I don't care. The man was not equipped to put on what he was putting on. Simple. And I've exposed that. Simple. Live with it. Cry me a river, build a bridge, get over it. This is what happens when people actually stand on their square, and get shit done. This is what it looks like. Thank you very much.
That you chill with.
Follow me.
Rather than
We can be
coming
friends.
over here and questioning everyone else's behaviour.
You ain't used to people standing on their square and getting stuff done. I've done it.
Look at the circle of people she chills with. But
Yeah,
you're
I
in here
know.
being an activist about
Yeah,
people's
correct.
behaviour and the behaviour that they display on social media. You need to go and
Correct.
sort your own circle out first, mate. Before you come over here and tell everyone else how to behave.
What's a hate life? Can you describe what a hate life is for me, please? Can somebody get the definition up and see if?
Can you get the definition up?
No, because you keep saying hate life. What was a hate life? I asked the man questions about his business, and he fumbled under the pressure because I saw the red flags. What are we doing here?
Respectfully, Devon, what you're doing isn't. You're not here to show people's red flags, are you? Yesterday, you held a live with about 1,000 people, having an active discussion on why you think that this show shouldn't go ahead. Well, I mean,
Yeah, correct. I did nothing different to anybody else on this app.
Who
The difference
decided
is
that
you
you were
like
the
them.
producer on
That's the
TikTok,
difference.
Devon? Who gave you your little script and said, go ahead, you go and dictate to people what they can do and what they can't do on social
You
media?
don't like the fact
It's not
that
your
I've got
place.
something done and I exposed your little
Not
mate.
your
Like,
place.
it was unsafe, and that's it.
Not your place, Devon. It's not your place to do.
Okay.
The only thing
Not
you
your place
exposed
at all.
is what a two-faced narcissist you are. That's all you did, Devon.
Listen, Benefit Street, I understand that you're upset you haven't seen your entertainment and no one's going to be scrapping on the screen, love. But unfortunately, we've stopped that.
Oh my God.
All right? I understand there's not much going on at home when you need the TikTok, but people aren't going to get hurt for your entertainment, love.
Well,
But no one, respectfully, the intention wasn't for no one to get hurt, was it? That's
Yes,
just
it
what
was.
you're making it
Yes,
out
it
to
was.
be.
The people that you put in there-
The intention wasn't for no one to get hurt.
Yes, it
Randy
was.
Rupert didn't
No,
decide
it
that he wanted
wasn't.
to
Yes, it
do a
was.
show. He didn't say,
Yes,
I'm
it
going to
was.
do this big show and I'm going to put 10 people in a house and I'm going to let them all have a scrap. That wasn't what happened. That wasn't the intention at all. He basically decided that he had a concept and he wanted to use the idea as a social experiment.
No, he
get
wanted to
10
make
people
quick
into a
money.
property
He wanted to make
see
quick
what
money,
happens,
and he
which
wanted
is
to
normal.
use
That's
people's
what people
platforms and
actually
following to do
This
so.
is normal stuff. You know, people cry on TikTok that no one provides content or entertainment, and you watch the same shit.
There's a
over
difference
and
between
over again.
entertainment
And the minute
and
someone
abuse.
does, the minute someone provides you with something which could be deemed as content or entertainment, you sit there and cry, oh, well, I don't want such and such in there because they're a cunt. People probably don't want you in this box now, Devon, because
You're not understanding the point. You're clearly misguiding the point. It's not about who was going in. It's about not having the security
was going to be.
But if something goes wrong,
or allow it to take place, if you watched it and then you thought, you know what, I didn't like the way that was handled. I don't like the way the mental health was sorted. I don't like the way the situation was approached. I thought it was a complete disaster. Fair dues, have your opinion on it afterwards, but at least wait until it's happened.
I'm surprised nobody's turned around and said about the decor in the place.
the place that got doxed. The place that got doxed within a couple of days because he decided to post it everywhere. There's something called reverse images, guys. No business. This man has no business sense. He's a Del boy who wanted to make some money at the extent of other creators, and he got exposed. And now he's dealing with it. Pure and simple.
But respectfully, Devon, and what if he is? And what if he's a businessman? And what if he's Del boy?
And I'll tell you why. What if he is? Because if
what
people
would be
get
the issue?
hurt because of him being slapdash, that's also on his head as well. I've done him a favour.
Devon, can you answer the question? And what if he was a businessman? And what if he was Del boy? And what if he wanted to come to TikTok and make a couple of quid, just like most people do?
What kind of question is that?
No one
When
in
he's
here
at the
can
expense
deny
of
that
someone
he made a
else,
quid
it's
on
different.
TikTok.
He can do whatever he wants, but at the expense of
Okay,
other
so
people.
why are you sitting here moaning?
Are you listening? You're not listening. You're asking a question.
I am.
And
He
you're
can
not
do
listening
what
to
he
the
wants,
answer.
but I'm sitting here being a bitch and moaning about his show because I don't want it to go ahead, because I don't like it. That's all it's given me.
Okay, I'm clearly talking to
going
someone
in there.
dense.
Sorry?
Dense.
I'm not dense. I'm definitely not
Respectfully,
dense.
Devon, you're a child actor. So what gives you the credentials to sit here
What's your
and
point?
critique everybody
What does that have
else?
to do anything? That's your personal gripe, by the way. You brought that up.
calling people poor
Cockapoo.
businessmen.
Is it because I'm from Black Top? Is it because I'm from Black Top? You don't
shall we get into that?
Black Top.
Shall we
Yeah,
get-
not the
shall we
Black
get
Top.
into it? I'm
Not
glad.
the Black TikTok.
Shall we get
So
into
here's
it?
the thing, right? Am I getting a bit too uppity?
So if you
Because
want
when
to
I
have
challenged that
selective
businessman, the
outrage
first
about
thing
what
that he
I
said was
said,
coloured
what
over and
I
over again.
said
These are the kind of people that we're working with
Black
here.
Top, when I was
Uneducated people.
recommending a black TikTok creator, and I shortened it to
Congratulations,
Black
thank
Top.
you. Thank you
So
for
what are
doing
you
that.
going to do about it? Am I a racist now? Is that the narrative you're going
No,
with?
but
That's absolutely shit. You shit on an idea. You shit on an idea because it wasn't your fucking idea. Get a grip. And as for you, Zach, go and give your fucking head a wobble. What did you say this morning on your show? What did you say this morning on your show? Pedlos didn't exist in the 90s.
Why are you so triggered?
Yourself, you stupid bastard.
Listen to her.
Poppy watching on the secret account.
I actually said that pedalos weren't as prevalent in the 90s. You could leave your doors open. There weren't as many pedalos as there were around. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the real cockapoo. Affected. Once questioned, she ducks and dives, silly bitch. Silly bitch.
Come on, let's not.
Oh my God.
Please.
So by Black Talk, what essentially she's doing, she is segregating the black community into her own little category on TikTok because there's no such thing as Black Talk.
Don't assume. Let it. If she's going to make a statement, she can make it herself. She doesn't need you to assume what it is and what it isn't. That's the issue on TikTok.
I know what it is.
That's what the issue is on TikTok. You all think that you know what something is, and you assume that the situation either involves you or involves someone you care about. But don't do that. She's got a mouth. If she wants to speak, she'll come in and explain to you what the situation is. You don't need to presume what it is. It's not up to you to do that.
When black people are offended, and I see they're offended, then you should listen to them.
If she wants to explain, she'll come in and explain. But it's not up to you to run the narrative of what you think the story is.
I'm not
That's
running
up
a
to her to
narrative.
decide.
I'm saying facts.
Well,
No,
you're saying what you think is facts.
Were you offended by
That's
it,
what you're
Zach?
doing.
Zach, were you offended by what Cockapoo said?
I was disgusted, yeah.
No. That's not what I asked you. Can you be offended by what Cockapoo said? Now you're going to slip up on your own words here. Were you offended?
Don't gaslight me, Claire Balding. Simmer down. Shut up.
You're the biggest manipulator on the app.
Look at you all shouting.
You know what, Zach? I've waited for this for a while. I'll do it in front of everyone. You're the biggest compulsive liar. Shut your fucking mouth, yeah? If you, what did you turn around and say? What did you turn around and say? You want to batter somebody. You want to hit someone. Come and do it off screen then. Tell me your postcode. I will come and meet you.
Lewis, put them in the house, Lewis. Put them in the TikTok brother house. Put them in the house.
Devin, with the greatest respect, this is to do with me and Zach now. With the greatest respect, this is to do with me and Zach. You
angry lesbian.
Here we go. Go on, Zach. Say your piece. Go on. Say your piece.
I ain't got nothing to say to you.
Go on, Zach. You are a hypocrite. See what I mean? You can't speak.
Why are you all shouting?
Right, shut your mouth a second. You are the biggest hypocrite that's coming on here saying about Pearl. He can come back in, Miss Red, when I'm done, right? How can you sit there and go? No, how can you sit there and go at Pearl and Angie when you are best mates with Evil Queen? You react with Evil Queen. You do what Evil Queen says to you. How can you sit there and go at Pearl and Angie? Oh, I don't text Evil Queen in the background. We're not friends. Oh, Zach's text me. Oh, EQ's text me. You're a fucking hypocrite and a narcissist, Zach. This had nothing to do with you. And I'll use your own words against you now. How can you be offended by what Cockapoo said? How can your selective outrage to Easy Q's homophobia, your selective outrage to her transphobia? Huh? Is that what it's about now, Devon? Selective outrage all the time? Because you seem like you've got your head screwed on. But every big creator just seems what they want to do to get their point across, get the views. You're a narcissist, Zach. I don't like you. There you go. Let him back in now. I can't stand the guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Claire Balding in the studio.
There you go.
What was I going to say?
How's your podcast coming? You spending the money on the holidays and the fucking and the tattoos and that? How's that coming on, bud?
Absolutely amazing, thank you. I'm on my 3rd episode.
Absolutely amazed for you, but don't be a fucking hypocrite and call everyone else for it. Don't be a fucking
calm
hypocrite.
down, Luke. Your blood pressure. You're only little. Calm down, babes. Calm down. Your blood pressure. You're only little.
Oh, Zach, we know what you're like when you meet creators in person, mate, don't we? We know exactly what you're like, don't we? Huh?
Go on, what am I like, babes?
Oh no, we've got no problems. There's no problems. We're all friends. Hypocrite.
We
Zach.
were never friends, you silly bitch.
Pardon?
We were never friends. You begged it. Shush.
How did I beg it when you rung me?
Please
Can I
come
do
to the
the after
party.
show for Miss Red? Can I do the after show? Oh, my manager's just texting me. Who was the manager that was texting you? Who
You're
was the
clutching
manager
it.
that was texting
Look,
you?
you're making
Who
it
was
worse
the
for yourself.
manager that was texting you?
What's that got to do with it, you
Who
angry
was
little
your
man?
manager that was
Fucking
texting
hell.
you? Who was your manager texting you? No, Miss Red, with respect, drop me if you don't want me to talk. With respect. If you don't
drop him, Donna.
Guys, honestly, please, it's just all getting too much now. Please, enough now. I've got to shut it down. I can't. Yeah. Please, Luke, Zach, Devon, Chaz, Auntie, Angie. I don't want a screaming match.
I just want to say I'm not going to scream. I was never going to scream and shout. You know, that's not my style. But I've clearly got people affected. You know, you're doing something right when they scream and shout. Luke, let me finish, please.
You want to hit everyone going into the house? You have a vodka.
I said straight.
You'll do fuck all to anybody. You'll do nothing to nobody. You'll sit in your fucking dressing gown. That's all you'll do. You'll do nothing to nobody. Alex called you out. You called Alex out for a fight. Oh no, I can't do it because of my stomach. Go fight the man.
Well, anyway, thanks for watching on your burner. I appreciate you boosting the algorithm.
I would not like it, Zach, and you don't watch everybody. Zach, the problem is...
I've got a life!
Zach, you call people out, you want to hit them, you're going to do this when you've had a vodka, you offered Alex out, he accepted
Luke, you know me well enough.
I don't know you at all. You're making out that we were friends. I don't know you.
You just said we were friends. My God, I can't keep up.
Zach, you fucked up the day you said about the Dave Duran thing and called me a liar. When you rung me and said, Dave Duran's bringing Danielle and Danielle's mum. So I rung Dave and you went, no, you're
a poisonous little dwarf, you are.
You know you lied. You know you lied.
I didn't lie. On my mum's grave, I did not lie. So try that one, bitch. Try that one, you horrible little man.
Again. You do that again. Are you going to swear on your mum's grave that you didn't say that to me on the phone?
I will swear on my mum's grave. I said,
You
I'm not... I said, oh, you are something else.
You horrible, vile little person. And that has just shown me what you are. I don't need 5,000 people to tell me what you are. You've just proved it.
No, you need Miss Red's audience to stay relevant.
Right, guys, so I get off the phone and ring Dave Duran and say, you bring that. Why did I ring Dave Duran, Zach? Why did I ring Dave Duran?
Do you know what, Luke, right?
So I picked 50 creators that were coming and I went, oh, I guess that Dave Duran's bringing her. Zach, whatever you want. I don't want to speak to you. I want nothing to do. Fuck off.
Let me have a fucking say. Who the fuck do you lot of mouthy cunts think you are, right? And the reason I'm saying this, yeah, Devon and every cunt else, yeah, who the fuck are you to tell and judge on what some cunt wants to do on TikTok? Hold on, let me have a say. Listen, I don't give a fuck who likes me. I don't give a fuck who does, yeah?
Dave, I haven't got a problem with you, by the way.
None of you
you ain't got a problem with anybody.
Luke, be quiet.
Fuck off.
I have with you, Claire Borden.
You're a fucking weasel. Say it to my face, Zach, you weasel break cunt.
Oh.
None of you cunts have the authority to tell a man what he can and can't do on a social media app. Listen, half of the cunts on this app don't like you cunt. Half of them don't like us. You do what you want to do. Why have you come to the stage and interfered and started to get a hate train going on a man putting content on here? Because all as you cunts do is sit on here talking about other people to become relevant. That's all
mine's a
you
small
do.
segment, thank you. Mine's a small segment.
Why can't you just let a man do what he wants to do? Half of you cunts on here are quick enough to claim your mental health this, your mental health that. But then when you go in on some cunt, you forget about their mental health. So you're a bit hot kettle. Do you understand? So let this man do what he wants to do. I'm going to try and persuade him to keep it going, to let it run on the 16th of September. And if you cunts are jealous, don't watch the bastard. Don't pay for the bastard.
Dave,
well, you've got no rights. Devon, you're irrelevant on this.
Tell him, Dave.
Devon,
Tell him, son.
you're a pain in the
We
fucking
ain't having.
arse. You are fucking everywhere with your divvy little mouth and your opinions. Get the fuck off you the app, because you're a fucking pain in the fucking arse. Your opinions mean fuck all. Okay? Let people do what they want to do on this app. Why the fuck you want to slate it? I never know. Oh, it's a bunch of people going in a fucking house for 7 days. None of you cunts are celebrities. We're not celebrities. This is TikTok. It's not TV. Half of you cunts without TikTok can't even afford to pay your fucking rent. That's why you sit on live all day trying to get roses. So your opinion means fuck all. So if I was Randy Roofer, I'd keep it running. I'd let it keep going. These cunts are irrelevant. They're always going to have their opinion and they're allowed it. But why would you stop something because a bunch of cunts are going against you? And that's why I love the word cunt, because that's what half of these fucking people are. They're a bunch of cunts. Zach, I don't know why you slated it, bro, to be honest, because...
Do you know what? It weren't anything to do with you. It was the fact that Corey and all these other weirdos are going in. It weren't anything to do with Jay, anything to do with Dave, anyone else. It was just the fact that these rank other creators were going in. That was all it was. It weren't anything to do with anyone else.
How does that affect you?
I ain't talking to you, Claire.
Well, I'm fucking talking to you, Weasel.
Well,
What's
let
it got
me
to do with
finish,
you?
bitch.
Oh, I want $2.5 grand to go
Because
in there.
I'm allowed an opinion like you are.
Listen, how much money do you take off your subscribers?
I'm allowed to have an opinion. The same as you are, Luke,
Zach,
on your little FYP show.
Zach, you are allowed your opinion. Yeah, you are allowed.
This is why I stopped talking to you lot, because the moment you have an opinion and don't agree, look at how you're acting right now. Look at how you're acting right now. You can't just have it. You got to go at full throttle, haven't you?
So when you... So wait, all right, I won't speak. I'll let you speak, Zach, and then I'll talk.
At the end of the day, guys, the front door's not going to be locked. If anybody who's going into the house has got a problem, they can walk out the door.
I just don't understand what Zach's big problem is.
I know, there wasn't a big problem. I know Lewis. I know Lewis personally. I'm good friends with Lewis. I advised him. But what's the issue with Corey? Because he manipulates people financially in return for new pictures and sex. That's my issue with Corey, which is he admitted, not my sort of person.
Zach, there's no proof of that. You can't say that.
There is. He admitted it on himself. He admitted it on a live. The screen recording's there when I confronted him. You're all there. You all know it. You all just don't choose to see it. You won't say it because he's one of your biggest gifters, Luke. So shut up. Money with you. You know that's a fact as well, because there was a big
No, it's not, Zach, I don't need gifts. Like you quite rightly said on your live ages ago, who gifts Luke the judge? You know, who you said. But what's your issue with other people then? Why can't Angie go in?
I've never said anything about Angie going in. I ain't ever said about Pearl going in. You're not putting words into my mouth. I made 2 comments about 2 different creators. You're putting words into my mouth. You're telling me I'm offended by stuff that I'm not even offended by. I'm outraged. There's a difference. And when I sit there and you lot go, oh, why are you not offended by this? Why are you not outraged by this? Do you know why I don't take this up seriously? Because of the likes of your fucking community. When there's a woman that lost her life through the manipulation of Diadro, no one blinks an eyelid of that. And then you're all worried about the smallest thing.
So that's our community space.
No, but you're all worried about the most petty stuff. You all want to have hierarchy. Exactly. You want to be messiahs.
Zach, you brought it. You started condemning the show. You weren't condemning the show when EQ was in it.
Can I also just say as well,
Zach, I was turning it down left, right, and centre.
Zach, sorry, I don't think you're in a position to say that. I don't think you're in a position to say that we all manipulate our gifters, because I heard you running a comp.
I never said you did either, did I? When did I say you
heard you running a comp 2 weeks ago where you were asking people to gift you in order for you to give them tickets, even though they were supposed to go into your subscribers. So I think if anyone on social media at the minute is manipulating their community, I think respectfully it's not us, it's you. So I'd appreciate it.
Hold on, let me finish.
Change the context of the conversation of what you were saying, because none of us sit here and manipulate anyone.
Let me finish then. So by me spending £600 on a giveaway, right, to go and take 2 of my subscribers to a Pink concert and asking them for a £10 gift or a fucking £2 gift, is that manipulation? No, it's called a giveaway.
It is respectfully when you're saying to them, I'm doing a giveaway for my subscribers, because your subscribers had already paid to be a subscriber. So if it was a giveaway for them, then it would have just been given away to them, wasn't it? But that wasn't what you did.
But it's not just a one-off giveaway.
You changed it. That wasn't what you did. You changed it and turned around and said, I'm doing a giveaways for my subscribers, but you need to send me a whale or a firework
you can take
that's
that
manipulation,
opinion,
mate.
no, it's
that's
not.
manipulation at its finest.
I give back far more than what you motherfuckers do. I do a lot more for my community than what you fucking motherfuckers
what do. You do? Zach, you host the show of a morning. What do? You host the show of a morning. Your show of a morning is the exact same show that everyone else does. Yours is a bit different because you throw a nitnick segment in and you start sitting there talking about conspiracy theories. You are no different from anyone else. That's what you need to realise, mate. You are no different from no other person on here. You sit there and you're very opinionated, and you think that you've got all these viewers. You have all these viewers at 8 o'clock in the morning, but if you sit there and watch it at 5, 6 o'clock up in the afternoon, you're sitting there with about 300 people in your life.
I don't care about the views. I'm not asked. I'm not hungry for that like you lot.
But you've got a better platform than everyone else.
Have I said that? I'm sorry for being confident. I'm sorry for enjoying what I do. I don't involve myself in the toxicity 24/7.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
To be fair. Zach, hang on, can I just have my say, please? Zach, you do a good show. I can't sit here and say you don't, yeah? You do giveaways, same as I do. But you're saying that I manipulate people to get gifts and money. Do you think I'm one of them creators?
When did I say manipulating? I was talking about people in general. Again, you're putting words into my mouth.
You said those, you wasn't talking about people in general.
I said people like you lot.
You said you lot. So you were talking about us, not people in general.
You
were talking about people in general, you'd say everyone, but you didn't.
Those who want to watch me, watch me. Those who want to watch you guys, they want to watch you guys. But then when you got Luke sitting there throwing accusations around, you can't, like, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. I do a giveaway or I'm manipulating my followers.
Who said that?
Do you know what I mean? But then you get Luke...
That wasn't me, Zach.
Listen!
That wrong person.
Listen!
No, I won't listen and you won't shout at me. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Guys, please. And please, enough now. Oh, guys.
Oh, Miss Red, you okay?
Hi, Hayley. I've never seen you.
It's 11:30, by the way, Donna. I was told to let you know it was 11:30, sorry.
It's Wednesday. There's so many see you next Tuesdays happening today.
It certainly was the day for Wednesday, wasn't it?
Can I just quickly say something? It's just because of the dislike for certain people on here. No other reason. It's just jealousy. You know what I mean? Who do they want to go into the house? Boring people. Everyone's got some kind of past. Everyone's done shit on the set. Who the hell do they want to go into the house? People that we don't want to watch. You know, and if this Randy has cancelled the show because of this bully group, then he shouldn't be an organizer, because no organizer would give up over a bully group like that, in my opinion. And can I just say something about me and Pearl, because me and Pearl has been spoken about the most. I know people keep saying, oh, it's always about Angie, but that's all I hear, Angie and Pearl, and that's because they have a dislike for us. They never went on about EQ as much as they have done me and Pearl. And regarding the SH, okay, listen, these people have put photos up of me and Pearl, disgusting photos up of us. They're always going on, Angie, go and have a shower. Angie, go and have a bath. Pissy pants and this and that, constantly. You know, this is what they're doing. And Devon's been in the box majority of time with all that. And then the last straw was with me when they started putting up photos of a broccoli. That's how my dad died. It's disgusting. Why hasn't anyone gone in on that? What, because you have a dislike for me, it's okay. But if that was Miss Red or anyone, I'm not okay, maybe not you, Miss Red, because I know some people dislike you. But if it was somebody else, it would be going viral right now. That was the last straw for me. That's why SH, I wasn't in a good mental place. And for people to saying all the people that I've triggered and blah, 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 we'll go and tell that to the people that are no longer here anymore, that did it on social media due to bullying. Okay, don't stop blaming the victim. I'm not saying that's what I am, but stop blaming me and blaming the bullies. That's what they have done. I wasn't affected. They pushed. Okay, you know what I feel about my dad. You know they knew it would affect me, and that's what they did. And now they oh my God, she SH'd and it's disgusting. She triggered many people. It was because of them. They're the ones that did it to me. Okay, stop blaming me. Oh no, I shouldn't have been on live. No, I shouldn't be. But my mental health was at its lowest. Okay, and these are people are talking about mental health. You don't talk about mental. What about talking about mental health when you got photos up of me? Oh my God, look, Angie's filter's slipped. Oh my God, disgusting. Look at her looks. This is not okay. Yes, it is about me. You're right, guys. It is about me, because that's all I've goddamn heard is me and Pearl.
Can I correct something as well, if that's all right, quick, sorry. So obviously you heard me mentioning manipulation and using the tickets as an example. The reason for that was, I don't know if he's listened or not, but he referenced the Adro and said about Jojo passing away. Zach. So he referenced the Adro and said about Jojo passing away and said, you lot manipulate people. So that was the reason why I retaliated and said you need to change that, because we don't. Obviously, in relation to anyone manipulating people, it was you. Was the reason why I said that, because I think that's an outrageous statement to make, don't you? I think that's very outrageous to say that we all manipulate people, and obviously the result of the manipulation would be the person passing away when you do the exact same thing on your platform, if not worse.
Can I just quickly say, me, because that's all I hear is me and Pearl. And in regards to the racism, like what he was saying, Devon, he says the racist card doesn't exist, but you just used it, Devon. You just used it.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Hayley, MT, Angie, and Shaz. Shaz, have you spoken yet?
I did, yeah, but very briefly. Thank you anyway, Miss Red.
Thank you for joining. Thank you
Take
so
care.
much.
Thank you.
This was definitely it was definitely a whinge Wednesday today, wasn't it, guys? Tilly's swear jar is round about £1,000. I'm not going to lie. I apologise for any vulgar language. We've got a lot of very heated people that have a few problems with each other. I think you've sussed that out today. People were only dropped from the box if they got a violation. Personally myself, I never dropped anybody. You know what I mean? I know a lot about that. Everyone gets to stay in. Yes, guys, we are popular number 6. Thank you very much. We've got 5.6k people. You can all go now because the drama's ended. Thank you, Danny Boy. Thank you, Kaz. Guys, before we could go, if you could get your heartbeats in, that would be amazing. I just don't know what to say. What has cracked off today? I think there's been a lot of built-up anger between everybody, guys, and I think that everybody has got it off the chest. I don't think it's going to be the end, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, so very interesting live. It was is your head spinning? I've just took 2 paracetamol. Thank you, Jan and Suze. Right, guys, I will be back tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock and we'll be back with the FYP news. I've got a feeling we're going to be all over it. Team Red is going to be, well, not Team Red, Miss Red will be all over the FYP, so I think I'll spend tomorrow speaking about myself. I bet you had a ball. Yes, I'm glad you had a ball. And thank you everybody that joined the box today. Thank you so much. Yes, get that propanol, Danny, don't you? Thank you everybody for the love. I'm going to go off and do nanny duties now. Yes, joking aside, I am gutted about the Big Brother house, but it's probably best it's been delayed so it can be done better and whatever else. Thank you, guys. I love you. Appreciate every single one of you. Thank you to Woody, Chloe, Lexi. Thank you, Lexi, really good. Carla, Sarah, Claire, Jessie, Jade, Jazz, Bev, Zach, Scout's sister, Danny Boy, Dreamy, Carol, Angie, Nikki, Leanne, Jessica, and everybody else that tapped the screen and everything else. It's Tara. It stands at £5.50. For Susie for Tilly. Fucking hell, guys, I'm going. My head shot. Love you all. See you in the morning. Mwah.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.